for Christ, and author of Committed to the Call, 365-day Waterfowl Hunter's Devotional. This one's called Just Wing It. Two friends and I had found an amazing flooded timber spot. It was absolutely loaded with woodies and teal. In fact, limiting out was almost guaranteed every time we hunted there. I'd never hunted a spot that consistently produced in such a manner, and deciding to build a blind only seemed natural. Now, I had never built a duck blind before, and this would be my very first one, but I committed. The other two men were up for it too, initially. We had decided to build it right in the middle of a swamp, which was basically a giant alley, or airstrip if your imagination worked right. Putting the blind out in the middle of the water would present us with kill shots on either bank, and building it high would let us shoot birds at treetop level, which would be ideal for passing woodies. After the first day, one of my buddies kind of disappeared, leaving just two of us to stumble our way through the rest of the building process. It was hot, it was unfamiliar, and it was work. It was a process that included blood, sweat, and nearly tears at times, but we saw it through. As opening day drew near, our third friend began to rematerialize, and he was also starting to express his excitement about hunting from the new blind. Unfortunately, we had to explain to him that because he had abandoned us after showing up for just one day, he would not be hunting from the new blind. His feelings got hurt badly, and after making a few threats about destroying it, using multiple different techniques, we parted ways, pretty much permanently. In the end, the blind that my remaining partner and I had built stood 6 feet above the water surface, or higher, and allowed us to take birds as they flew both over and underneath us for many, many years. We took several banded geese and a banded wood duck from that spot as well. The returns were abundant and far outweighed the costs. Sadly, the other guy never did return to hunt the blind or that particular spot. Recently, while assembling a chicken run for my mother that had been laying in her yard for weeks, I heard something in my spirit that reminded me of that old duck blind situation. She'd been waiting on a builder who was going to put the run up for her, and although he had good intentions, he couldn't seem to get around to it. There was another man who was a builder by profession staying with my parents, but he wasn't motivated to do it either. In the end, it was actually the second man's tools that I used to do what needed to be done. As I held a drill in my hands that was made to do things far above and beyond what I worked on, I heard the words very clearly. Those who seem most able or suited to do a thing will be replaced by those who are most willing. They will be made able and their work acceptable because they would be used. Friends, that's a sobering and scary communication. It's great news for the willing, and it should be frightening for the slothful. We need only be available to be used by God, but we must will to make ourselves available. He has a kingdom to be built, and a lot of folks seem to have placed themselves on standby. Whether they think that this guy or that guy is better suited to do the job, or they hope to reap the rewards for what they haven't done, they are deceived. The work will get done by the hands that are applied to it, and the tools those men were once given will be placed within the hands of those that will use them. The rewards, as well, will go where they belong, and the idle will receive what is just. It's better to get in there and wing it, believing God will make you able, than to sideline yourself for any possible excuses, because in reality, there are none. And your own conscience will be the thing that rats you out for your true motives or lack thereof. True Christianity is often very uncomfortable. Avoiding discomfort is at the least hindering your own growth, and at its worst, revealing that you might just be a little ashamed of Christ. And the verse that I set to this comes from Luke 9:62. Jesus said to him, "No one who puts his hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of God."
Lock and loaded, company coming, decoys buzzing, barrels smoking,